My name is Jack, and I'm a passionate angler and all-round fish fanatic. In this series of films, I'm trying to track down and catch 100 different species of fish in the British Isles as I fly, see and course fish for a range of weird species. This week I'm fishing on my local patch as I try to catch a rudd, which have some incredible colours in the right venues. How are we all doing? Well, today I'm in Nottinghamshire and I'm fishing on Grantham Canal. The species that I'm after is rudd. Now, quite frankly, I could go to a lake with float tackle and a maggot and I could catch a rudd pretty much straight away. But it wouldn't make a very interesting video, so I'm going to spice things up today. I'm fishing, as you can see, a fairly overgrown and wild looking stretch of the canal. There aren't many fish in here, but what fish are in here are beautiful. So if we can catch a couple of rudd today, I'll be absolutely ecstatic. Part of the reason I'm fishing today is yesterday was the warmest day of the year. It was 30 degrees, we're into August now, and I didn't want to fish in that, it was too hot. So I've come early this morning, it's about 9:30 now. It's still getting up in temperature, but it's nowhere near what it was yesterday. And you can call me a fair weather angler if you like. I do not like the sun. I'm not a sun baby at all. But I think for most fish, it's not good catching them in really hot weather anyway. So this time of year, I tend to fish early mornings, late evenings, or I just give the fish a rest. I could see shoals of fish on the surface, with some looking like roach to me and others more clearly rudd. In clear water, rudd develop a deep golden colour and scarlet red fins. The trick is casting at one big enough to take the fly, in this case a little pink shrimp imitation, and using a strike indicator to help keep the fly higher in the water. Now, as I mentioned, if I fish floating maggot, I catch a rudd pretty quickly. So what I'm doing to make things a little bit more interesting is using the fly. I love my fly fishing, I don't use it often enough, and I very rarely fly fish for coarse fish. So I'm kind of channeling my inner Dom Garnett today, and I'm going to try and get some rudd on the fly. There aren't any monsters in the canal, but there are certainly some rudd that would make you look twice. Bigger than your hand at least, which for a very pretty rudd will do me nicely. So we're going to walk along the canal and we're going to try and sight fish the rudd, because you can see them right on the top. The water's really clear, and fingers crossed I can tempt one to take the fly. Oh, there we go, something shot out then. Oh. Get some line back on the reel. What is that? It's not a rudd. This is why I've got an extra long landing net. Let's get that in. What on earth is that? Oh, it's a chub. Don't know where that's come from. Right, let's have a closer look. Well, there you go. A very spirited little chub. The reason I was surprised by that is we don't normally get chub in this canal. It's a disused canal, so there's not really many connections to rivers. There are a few small brooks, so that could be where it came from, but that gave a nice little pull on the fly rod. Let's get it back. The warm weather was great for lots of insects, like banded demoiselles flying around, and a few common darters too. There we go. Oh, oh no. Come on, get out of there. And it's a pike. It's a tiny pike. Wow. Well, I haven't got it in yet. Let me use my net. Oh, there we go. Well, if you remember, I did an episode earlier in the series, fly fishing for pike, and I could not get a pike. And it's not a big one. You can actually see it's got a bit of a gash there, so a bigger pike has had a go at this at some point. Anyway, I don't want to keep it out for long because it's warm and I don't like to catch pike in warm weather. But there we go, a little pike on the fly, brilliant. Let's get it back.
Oh, nearly. They're nibbling it, which is good fun. Well, I assumed I'd get a rudd straight away, so I'm sort of catching every other fish than a bloody rudd. Come on. That was a good cast. That deserves a fish.
If you like your fish like me, then why not get some of my merch? I've got a selection of merch out, from A3 fish posters to playing cards, and an ID book for sale via my website, with a link in the description. I seem to be catching everything but rudd, but a short cast eventually got me a fish.
There we go. That looks a better rudd. If we're in here anyway. Oh, come on. Yes. That was short and sweet. Oh. Wow. Let me show you this. Oh. There's bigger rudd than this in here, but just get its good side. That is stunning. Absolutely stunning. Beautiful golden coloration on it. I think this is the classic rudd. When I think of a rudd, I think golden scales, crimson red fins, beautiful and on the fly. Chuffed with that. Beautiful fish. Let's get it back.
Rudd can get up to £4, although fish half this are still considered a decent catch. The trouble is, they breed like crazy, which often stunts the size of them, so big rudd can be tough to track down. They tend to feed on the surface more, and they have an upturned mouth.
Well, it's nice to have a little bit of fun and also do a challenge a bit closer to home. I've been travelling quite a fair way recently on these trips, so it's nice to do something in my home county. Rudd are an underrated fish. I think they're one of the best looking UK coarse fish. When you get them in that golden coloration, the crimson fins, they are absolutely stunning. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to the channel, liking the video, and leave a comment down below. Which species do you think I should go after next? I'll see you in the next vid. Cheers.
Just the one species to add this week to the tally, and that is the rudd. New episodes of the Species Hunt are out each Sunday at 5 PM, and next week I'm tracking down the most invasive fish in England.
Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed this vid, why not check out this other video right here? If you can, please subscribe to the channel, only takes a couple of seconds and it really helps me out. I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.